Pleasure of the board. I'll move the item. Motion and a second. Any
Madam
objection?
Chair.
Supervisor Miller.
I contacted Mr. Nelson this morning. There were just a few items that I found in the canvas versus what was on the recorder's office website. So he said he had the clarification on that.
Mr. Nelson.
Chair Bronson, members of the board, and Supervisor Miller. What Supervisor Miller brought to my attention is that on the Pima County Recorder's website, she puts down the number of provisional ballots that she has received from the polling places on Election Day and how many of those that she's turned over to my office. On the canvas, which is opposite, I should say not the same document as the Recorder's office, it breaks down provisional ballots and conditional provisional ballots, something, a distinction that's not done on the Recorder side. If you were able to read the numbers off of our canvas and add the conditional provisionals and the provisionals together, you will come up with the exact same number that the recorder has.
Thank you.
Any further questions?
Yes, the other question was that precinct 27. You said you have the answer on that in precinct 7.
You bet. Madam Chair, Supervisor Miller, precinct 27 is up in the Mount Lemon area. It is a precinct that is fairly unique in that it has 0 registered voters. It is.
I had the same question.
Okay. It is an animal made by various legislative district lines that has a precinct that has 0 voters in it. However, by law, we are required to print ballots for that jurisdiction nonetheless and have them readily available in case somebody walks into the polling place and gives an address which is within precinct 27. At the polling place on Election Day in the Summer Haven area, there was precinct 27 meeting and precinct 240 meeting and being served by the exact same poll workers. A mistake was made by the poll workers, but it did not disenfranchise anyone because the ballot was exactly the same in 240 as it was in precinct 27. However, throughout the day, through I think 8 voters, they gave precinct 27 ballots to precinct 240 voters.
Okay, thank you. Just when I look at things, I look at them thoroughly.
We've been talking about accuracy, so
Yes, and then number precinct 7, was that kind of a similar situation?
Precinct 7 is a little bit different situation. We're talking about in the 3 Points area, the Robles Junction area. Precinct 7 and Precinct 60 were both combined into a polling place, but that's not to say that we have the same situation that we had on Mount Lemon. What you see reflected on the canvas is for Precinct 7, there are 58 votes cast. However, it says there are 0 registered voters. That's a mistake on our part. We're talking about accuracy. There are actually approximately 110 registered voters within Precinct 7, and that should have been there. If I may,
Okay,
but the counts for candidates, the counts for questions are not impacted by any of those errors.
Okay, go ahead. And I think that takes care of all of my questions. I don't know if anybody else had any. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right. If there are no further discussion, are there any objections to item 26? Hearing none, motion carries.